sunglasses weather.
We were expecting from the beginning.
Good morning, friends, or rather I should say dobre rano, priatelia. As we are in Slovakia, boys there are getting ready for our hike. We are hiking today the highest mountain of Polish mountains, but from the Slovak side. We were supposed to go through Polish side, but it's more difficult and the weather is not great. The forecast is not really favorable. As you can see, there is some clouds already going down, so we've chosen this option where we're gonna stay one night at the hotel on the way, and hopefully today we'll hit the 2500 meters top of the Rysy mountain. The first hour is 4 kilometers to the hotel, which is gonna host us for tonight, and then straight after breakfast we're gonna hit the trail for the peak. Let's see what it's gonna look like. It's 7 a.m. It's not looking amazing, but it's not looking bad either. There is some blue sky, so with a bit of luck we're gonna find the right window to get to the peak without any rain and any trouble. Well, that's the plan at least. Let's go. One hour and a half later, with a few stops for filming, we arrived to the base camp for tonight, but just to really drop off our stuff, our clothes.
If, like us, you decide to stay the night at Popradske Pleso, there are a few important details you should know to make the most of your trip. First off, you must leave your car parked around here at Popradske Pleso, roughly 4 kilometers away from the hotel. Leaving your car here will cost you between 15–20 euros, and while it's entirely possible to make this hike a day trip, especially in spring or summer when the days are longer, we opted for a more relaxed overnight stay. The hotel is very simple and it offers a breakfast buffet, though it closes by 9 a.m. And if you're running late or just want a different vibe, there's another cafe here with outdoor seating, which is perfect for a quick bite with a view before you head to the trail. Additionally, you can drop off anything you don't need for the hike at the hotel's basement storage, and this is a great way to lighten your load and make the trek to the summit more enjoyable without so much heavy weight carrying on your back. And lastly, but very importantly, the hotel offers a spa with a jacuzzi, sauna and an outdoor cold plunge, which are perfect for easing those post-hike muscles. So make sure you book it as soon as you arrive in the morning to avoid any surprises in the evening and ensure some availability.
After a quick breakfast and dropping of our luggage, we're off. It's 9:20 and the sign shows 3 hours 20 to go, so hopefully by 1 p.m. we should be at the summit. Now that's the plan.
The next stretch of the hike takes you 4 kilometers through the forest and into a valley, leading you to Velke Zabe Pleso, a truly magical lake in the mountains. This is one of those places where you want to stop for a moment to take it all in. The water here is crystal clear, reflecting the mountains like a mirror, creating a stunning view. The trail near the lake is one of the most picturesque parts of the hike, with some sweeping views of the surrounding peaks and dramatic skies. On a sunny day, you'll witness clouds moving rapidly across the sky, adding a sense of drama to the landscape. As you leave the lake behind, the trail begins to steepen and you will quickly start gaining altitude. The surrounding becomes more rocky and wild as you approach the higher parts of the mountain.
Finally got some views around us. It's looking pretty good, but also we've got quite a bit of people on the hike. It is one of the probably most popular hikes here.
But I guess it was probably one of those last chances of the year to reach Rysy with a good weather, as the Slovakian trail closes for winter at the end of October. The next section is where you could say the real challenge begins. The trail gets incredibly steep and metal chains are secured to the rocks to help you climb. While this part of the hike can be intimidating for some, it's totally doable for almost anyone if you maintain your focus and balance. Especially when the rocks are wet, as things can get really slippery. For me personally, this was actually one of the most rewarding and fun parts of the hike.
And so, after more than 4 hours since the start point, we are getting to the second stop point on this hike, the quite famous Chata pod Rysami.
A mountain cabin sitting at 2,250 meters above sea level. This is your chance to take a well-deserved break, grab a drink and recharge before the final push to the summit. The cabin is a cozy spot, though it can get really crowded, so if you're lucky enough to find a seat inside, it's a great place to warm up or even dry your clothes if it's raining. Beware, the bar only accepts cash, so be sure to bring some with you.
But first, wasze zdrowie.
No, dobrze was widzieć.
And of course, there is also the famous mountain toilet.
You might have seen it online, you might have seen it on Instagram. Now you see it here, the best view toilet in Tatra mountains. This is your view. Not even 5 minutes later, the weather changed drastically. It is now fully raining. We are still probably, how long until we get to the summit? Hola, Philippe!
As soon as we left the cabin and entered the open terrain, the weather took a turn for the worse. And we got a proper taste of what's to come. Strong winds, heavy rain,
The weather should get better later.
and sideways snow. For a short moment, we even asked ourselves, does it even make sense to get going?
Do not give up.
But honestly, we decided we didn't get this far to only come this far. We tried to put on some rain protection, and eventually decided to just deal with it and go.
We were expecting from the beginning, so the fact that we have it just at the end is not bad. It's actually doable. The rain isn't too bad, the wind isn't too bad.
Super cold. Super cold. I don't feel my fingers anymore.
And so, just to top everything up, it started snowing. Now, we've pretty much seen it all today. We've had the sun, we've had the wind, we've had the rain, and now we've got some snow. It's pretty crowded for the weather. You wouldn't expect that in this weather.
It was pretty intense at times, and there were moments where all I was able to do was grit my teeth and keep moving, but at the same time, it was pretty magical and unique to watch the clouds swirl in front of our eyes. While the rain and snow made the final stretch tough, I'll be honest, they also made the summit feel all the more rewarding.
Now, we didn't do it for the views, as the views are pretty much non-existing at the moment.
Should we wait?
Should we wait? The weather should get better later. But we did it.
It was a reminder that sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. After a brief stop at the summit, we quickly turned back and headed down again to the cabin for a warm tea to dry our clothes and wait for the rain to stop before returning to our hotel for a good meal, hot sauna and a well-deserved drink.
After a quick tea in the refuge, a couple of snacks, sandwiches, bit of music, we went out and the rain stopped, at least in the lower parts. So we've been walking for about an hour now. It's quite misty around. It's getting quite slowly dark, but the satisfaction of having reached the summit still lingers. And so that is what carries us back to the hotel. We've seen pretty much almost all the season, from spring to maybe less of a summer, but autumn and definitely winter on this hike. That's definitely something that is worth experiencing. It was beautiful views at the beginning and some crazy weather at the top. Definitely an adventure that we wanted to have.
And one more thing, as you begin your hike, you might notice some wooden frames left along a trail at the beginning with parcels attached to it. These are used by volunteers to carry supplies up to the cabin. So if you don't carry any backpack yourself, you can definitely help by taking one of these frames and delivering it to the cabin. In exchange for your service, you get a warm tea at the top. So whether you're in it for the views, the challenge, or just the joy of being outdoors, definitely this hike has it all. Thanks for watching Beyond Travel. If you enjoyed this video or found some useful tips, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share your hiking stories in the comments below. And if you'd like to see some more hiking adventures, make sure you check out this video here where we hike the Spain's tallest peak, Volcano El Teide, at night for a spectacular sunrise from the top. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.